What's up, guys? It's Jay, Morning After Kill, and we're back in round 2 of the tournament. And back on the mic, we got Mr. DJ Arcus. How you doing there?
I'm pretty good, thank you. How are you?
I'm doing peachy keen today. It's a rainy day. It's a dreary day. So we're
Is
gonna
this
get.
the part where we say rate, comment, subscribe, or is that later?
No, that's later.
Okay, later. Right. Okay.
I'll
Just
let you say it again this time. All right, so today we got Sykness versus SkaterEdgar. This is the start of round 2, and these worlds are going to get epic as they go on, so we're going to start the video up. Arcus, you've seen Sykness's video from the last round, right?
You'll have to remind me which one that was.
He's the one that has the big red dragon blowing fire on the pixel art area.
The one who's done a dragon better than my game can cope with. Yes, I know the one.
Oh, no, that was Llama.
Oh, is that okay?
Yeah, there's like 3
dragons.
different dragons in this game, in this contest.
That's because dragons are cool.
Yeah, dragons are cool. Except for other dragons, which remain nameless and goofy looking.
Good dragons are cool.
Yes. So, we have a patch coming out soon, right?
Yeah, I was just looking at this here, because Paul and I have been collaborating, so he's been putting together stuff using the new tools, and I've been sort of polishing up the tools a little bit. So the one thing all of your tournament worlds are all missing is colored lighting, because he's using the single lights. You've only got 2 color lights. And in Paul's one, he's got bits of electrical arcs, he's got red glows for lava, he's got like green, I love the piano, but it's got like green scary bits and loads of different color lighting, and it's really makes a difference to your world, really makes it more, so you can tell different areas apart much easier.
Yeah, I was actually in Paul's test world the other day, actually yesterday, and he was working on what you have him working on, and I really like the purple arc lighting.
Yeah, I think, to be honest, all of the lights will get sort of a second pass. I haven't been back to them. Some of them are a bit too saturated. Currently, you can no longer customize the color of your lights because the system doesn't really let you, but I expect I'll revisit it. But hopefully people will start to use it. That's awesome. The other thing that would have made your life easier is I'm going to use the M word, and I'm going to regret calling them this, but they are currently called minecarts. But what we've actually added in is a new behavior called face forwards. So new doodads can face along the track, so they look like cars, or maybe you can have them as, they look like animals running, but they'll move forwards and they'll look like they're going the way they're going. And then I added the ability to ride them. So now if you go up to any doodad in the new patch, which should be out soon, and press X, you'll ride the doodad. And it works over jump pads, it works everywhere.
So people will be able to actually realize their roller coaster dreams in this game.
Not quite roller coasters. Don't think of it as a roller coaster. Think of it as like a ghost train ride. You know the ones where they're like little electric carts that just drive forwards. Like no big slopes, no loop-the-loops, none of that. It's just, does that make sense what I mean there?
Yeah, that kind of makes sense.
Yeah. So proper minecarts will come at a much later date. These are really just an extension of the current doodad system. Which sadly, of course, because the funniest thing is we're talking about the next patch. I consider the first patch old, and none of these things that we're seeing here have got that patch, do they? These are all before the factories.
Yes, this is all before the factories. I filmed this over the course of the month right before the patch came out. I finished filming 2 days after the patch came out.
Yeah, that both shows how quickly we're moving and how slowly, rather not slowly, but how much time it takes to film and put all this together.
Yeah, it's taken a lot of time, actually. Like I said, last time I was at about 150 man-hours in the past month. I'm currently getting near into 200 man-hours on this tournament.
You'll get better at doing it, don't worry, as you practice.
Yeah, the rendering and the editing took the longest, because I had 32 worlds, and you figure even if it takes an hour to render each video, that's 32 hours of rendering.
True. But as I said, you do get much quicker at working with editing.
Oh, yeah.
And stuff like that. Yeah, practice makes perfect.
But round 3 is when I'm...
I love the columns there as well. I love the very round columns. That's awesome.
Yeah, his columns are amazing. But round 3, like I said, since we're gonna be down to I think about 8 people, I'm gonna be doing a refilming with people's factories and customs of the ones that made it through.
Cool. I look forward to that. And then, of course, we'll see by the time round 4 comes along. That's awesome. But yeah, by the time round 4 comes along, hopefully, we'll be able to actually let people use the coloured lighting and the I'll call them the ghost train. I don't want to call them. I might even rename it to ghost train, because if I call them minecarts, people think, hey, they're minecarts, and it's just totally not minecarts.
Yeah, I know.
Exactly. Oh, now this guy is trying to kill the Boxall count. Oh my god, it's awesome.
Yeah, this is SkaterEdgar's world. His world is packed to the max.
Here's SkaterEdgar. It's an Xbox. Stop trying to melt it. Oh my god. But transparent objects, you see, the reason that, say, that Minecraft, Infiniminer, Fortresscraft, the reason they run so quickly is because they have optimal visibility. That works right until the point you have see-through bits in them, and then the optimal visibility goes out the window. And, wow, I bet this guy has some serious frame issues.
Yeah, this world took me about like 2 or 3 times to film while I got kicked in and out of it.
Well, I mean, that's what I've been working on for the next patch, so hopefully that sort of thing should be well, I won't say a thing of the past, because people will just try harder, but he'll be able to use the heat map, he'll be able to use the optimizer, and actually work out why his world is so expensive, and hopefully with a bit of copy and paste work, he can spread his world out a bit. I mean, that's still, I'll emphasize that again to everyone. The problem is not how much detail you've got, it's how much detail you've got in range. So if you spread out all your detail over a bigger distance, it's fine. And that's where the ghost trains come in, because, of course, what you can do is you can just have a ghost train ride. See, I'm calling them ghost trains, not minecarts. Ghost train ride from A to B and have it on a fast conveyor. And you get on the conveyor and you just whiz to the other end, and then you arrive. Your character will jump out, and then you can actually, again, when signs come along, you can say Golden Gate Bridge this way, Magic Castle this way, Awesome Maze this way, Easter eggs this way. So you'll actually be able to guide people around your world without having to put everything so close together, which does hurt the performance a lot.
So, not to get off subject here, but the people in my tournament, we've mentioned big news in round 1 that we were going to mention in round 2. And people don't want to wait any longer. Do you want to spring that on them?
Wow, it's your tournament. You should spring it, really.
All right. Well, we're going to be doing some nice things just because of, how great these worlds are in a tournament, and they've gone and exceeded above and beyond the expectations of everybody that, works with this game. For the 32 people that did make it in my world, we're going to be putting them on a list for tournament competitors in the world filter. So you'll be able to find these people's worlds easy. And number 2 is the second place prize is no longer going to be the 1,600 Microsoft points. It is going to be the Wiki Axe. And the number 1 prize of this tournament gets a Tech Axe and a Wiki Axe. What do you think about that, Arcus?
Yeah, I mean, well said. I mean, I said the Tech Axe wasn't going to be done again. What I want with the Tech Axe, I want it to be really, really, really rare. I mean, there are only a tiny hand people with the Tech Axe, and if you run into one, they have really helped push Fortresscraft forwards, and they've really, really, they've helped make the game what it is. And these guys here working on these worlds are just staggeringly good. I mean, they're really, really good. And I wanted to talk to Butcher Boy Tom. I wanted to say to him, do you have like architecture training? Is that what you did at college, maybe? Some of these the stuff they do is brilliant. So, it's really amazing. Yeah. With the filters, I'm not entirely sure how it's going to work. I might do it, and there's only a might. So they appear in with the contributors list, because we can get 25 people in a list, and there's only about 50 contributors, and you normally see 2 or 3 of them. So if we end up putting them in the list, they'll be flagged differently in code, but it means that again, they've contributed towards the world.
And that's awesome for you to offer this up, especially at TechX, because like you said, I know you wanted to keep it rare, but when you saw some of the scale of these worlds, you were just, you were more receptive to the idea.
It's just crazy. Honestly, I mean, I have been blown away by so many of these worlds. I wish The dwarven mine world that Paul and I have been working on, even so, even in a couple of days, it's so big, and I want to see it all, and I just can't. And this is really the only way I will get to see everything that's in these worlds.
Yeah, like some of these worlds take over an hour to navigate, and I know I had some people complaining that the videos run a little bit long. They usually run between 10 to 20 minutes, and that's just because I'm compressing an hour's worth of, well, actually probably about an hour and a half, 2 hours worth of footage down into like 10 minutes, and it's hard to show everything.
I mean, I've got copies of Paul's World, Jen's World, and R.W. Ford's World, and I mean, even R.W. Ford's World, which is tiny, it's only about 8 nodes in each direction. It's not very big. I still keep finding stuff I didn't know was there, and I've had this world for hours. The amount of work people have put. I love the creeper. That's awesome. The amount of work people have put in. I mean, you are right. It is very difficult to show everything. I mean, you're not going from you're just showing here's a cool thing, here's a cool thing, here's a cool thing. But in Jen's world, she's got like, here's a cool thing, here's a cool thing. But then she's built these elegant tramways to get between them, and there's like corridors full of machines that are only there to get you from one cool thing to the next cool thing. So you've edited out all of that, and you're still, it still takes ages and ages.
Not even that, but like you see that big black spaceship up there, I couldn't even show the footage from inside that, because that itself would be a 10-minute video.
I think with a lot of this, I mean, hopefully the people appearing on the contributor list will mean they, hopefully as well, this week we'll get the networking issue fixed so we can get up to 32-player worlds.
That would be amazing.
It should be. I mean, I'll say this again. Your real limiting factor is your internet connection. So 8 people will easily saturate 200k. Now remember, that's upstream, not downstream. And most internet connections don't have very good upstream. And if you upload YouTube videos, you will know this.
Yeah.
So, if you're going like, oh, but I have 10 megabit or 20 megabit or 30 megabit, I'm like, yeah, what's your upstream? Might be 1 megabit. And 1 megabit just about cope with 6 people.
I'm lucky to have a 7 upload.
That's pretty good. See, I mean, again, it doesn't break. The game still works with this many players and low bandwidth. It just means that the clients who join your game will sit there staring at nodes, waiting for them to load. And again, if you're a client, you click the left stick. The cyan nodes, they are ones that are waiting to come back from the server. So, again, if you want to blame that, and I understand it's frustrating, try not to blame the game too much. It is really a limitation of just being able to stream bandwidth. Now, if you're a PC player, if you're used to Minecraft, then you're generally playing on dedicated servers, and those things have 100 megabit of upload. It's no longer an issue. I have to say, I wish I could do Crazy Gravity with his Halo ring there.
That would be amazing. Like, make it kind of float.
I do have a question, though. He's got rocket engines on his flying pirate ship?
Yes.
Oh, no, they're not. They're not rocket. They're shooting. Sorry, I was wondering why the sail's the wrong way around. I wish I could make things like that drive around. I just can't. It's just too much poly data to shuffle around, sadly.
Speaking of shuffling around, didn't you actually, going back to the ghost trains that you were talking about, don't we have actually lifts in the game now?
Well, only the same way we've always had lifts. So if you've got a doodad and you make it intersect another block, it just travels upwards. So Paul used these for the Tesla coils. But if the behavior is face forwards or minecart, the object travels upwards slowly rather than quickly. And if you're riding it, it sort of turns into a sort of an elevator. It's a little bit clunky, but it does work well. We're kind of planning on more, say steps and things. The reason I've not done steps and ladders and all that thing is it really is a huge chunk of coding work, and you end up with cool. It's slightly less annoying than jumping, and slightly more annoying than using a jetpack. So.
Well, hopefully, when it comes to OnLive, we'll be able to have all this cool stuff in there, and you'll have actual, room to work with.
Well, yeah, I mean, a lot of it is, of course, the online version. The first version will be as good be better than the current Xbox versions. So all of the cool features that I haven't shown off in the vlogs yet, you'll get all these. So all of the new workshop overlay, all the new UI stuff, the workshop nav, all of that stuff will just be available from the get-go, which will mean the online version, the PC version, like the new players who play it will go, wow, this is really good, as opposed to the Xbox players who went, oh, this is all a bit kludgy and ropey. So 6 or 7 months of development does make a big amount of difference.
Well, that sounds like awesome, because I'm I can't wait for the online version. I'm really stoked about that. I've been getting into PC gaming lately, so it's actually kind of right up my alley now.
All right, are you playing anything good?
I got a new game called Stalker. I got it for free with my new video card.
Stalker, that's really old.
It's not old. It's like the newer version. It's like probably like 2 years old.
Yeah, that's what we call old. That's an old game.
Yeah, well, it came for free. What do you expect? It was either that or Dirt, and I've already played Dirt.
Okay. I'll give that. Yeah, I've not played that one. You mean Stalker 2?
Yeah, City of Papyrus, or so. I don't know.
Oh, you mean the Call of Pride?
Yes, Freakus, or whatever it is.
It's a Pripyat. Yeah. Okay, yeah. Beginning of last year it came out. Okay, I'll give you that then.
Yeah, it's not too bad. It's a pretty cool game. I was just starting to play that. I got Dead Island, and of course, I got Left 4 Dead.
Yeah, I got Dead Island, but still nobody has played it with me. Not a single person has ever said to me, hey, you want to play Dead Island? Because I'd be like, yeah, sure, why not?
I told you to play Dead Island.
I'm not just looking at my Steam now. Look at my Steam now. Dead Island, 70 minutes played. Click down, Dungeon Defenders, 90 hours played.
I asked you if you wanted to play Dead Island. You were like, I don't like giving money to workbenches.
But yeah, but you maybe missed my point. Dungeon Defenders, 90 hours. Dead Island, 70 minutes. Know where my loyalties lie.
All right, well,
Dogfighter, 3 minutes played. Yeah, so not so much on that one.
But we ran out of time here, Arcus, again.
It always happens.
You can go ahead and say it.
Oh, do you want me to? Because you're so much better at it.
Make sure you rate, comment, and subscribe.
Oh, you're like a professional.
Nah, it's all right. I want to thank everybody for watching and listening. This is round 2 of the tournament. Make sure you rate, comment, and subscribe. Favorite the video, and look for DJ Arcus. He's got some vlogs and some more surgeries on your world coming up.
And if you've got YouTube, you've got Twitter or Facebook, and you think something looks awesome in these videos, tell people. I'm finding no matter what we do, a lot of people don't realize all the cool shit that's in Fortresscraft. I had one guy going, I would buy Fortresscraft when you implement multiplayer. And I was like, dude, really? We've had multiplayer for 6 months. He's like, oh, really? I should buy it then. People don't realize all this cool stuff is in Fortresscraft. And no matter how much Jay and I try, we can't tell everyone. This is down to the people that watch. If you're watching this and you think it's cool, tell people. Link it on Facebook. Link it on Twitter. Tell your friends, please.
You heard it from the man himself. If you got friends, tell them about Fortresscraft. If they don't know about Fortresscraft, show them Fortresscraft.
And if you don't have any friends, get some friends.
Alright, so this is Jay and DJ Arcus. We want to thank you guys for watching. Thank the community for getting involved. We've had about 100 votes on each world in the videos last round. And keep it up. Thanks for watching, guys. See you guys later. And cut.